Some assassinations in US history don't add up. Tonight, we're diving into 3 shocking conspiracy theories and chilling mysteries that could change everything you think you know.
What if John F. Kennedy wasn't just killed by a lone gunman? What if the truth is far stranger? That America's most famous assassination was tied to aliens? You're standing in Dealey Plaza on November 22nd, 1963. The crowd cheers as President Kennedy's motorcade rolls by. And then, in an instant, the shots ring out. You watch as history shatters before your eyes. Officially, Lee Harvey Oswald did it. He acted alone. That's what they tell you. But something feels off. 10 days before he died, JFK signed a memo. A real government memo. National Security Action Memorandum 271. It ordered NASA and the CIA to share space intelligence with the Soviets. You hear that and think, why would the president want to do that in the middle of the Cold War? And then comes the unsettling part. Some say the memo wasn't just about satellites or space missions. They say space phenomena was code for UFOs. Imagine it. The President of the United States quietly trying to tell the world the truth about things we weren't ready to see. Years later, a document appeared. The burned memo. It allegedly came from the CIA director, Alan Dulles. It said JFK had become a threat because he wanted to reveal UFO secrets. And it hinted he should be removed. Because if this was true, Oswald wasn't acting alone. The very people sworn to protect the president might have been protecting something far darker. But here's the problem. Most of the burned memo is probably fake. Some historians say JFK just wanted to prevent misunderstandings about satellites or space anomalies. But others whisper that maybe he saw something he wasn't supposed to see. Something from above. And so, you're left with the question, was John F. Kennedy silenced to keep the truth about aliens hidden? Or was it just another Cold War murder, blown up by secrecy and paranoia? Either way, the truth is out there.
High-profile assassination attempts always leave behind a trail of unanswered questions, and when the target is Donald Trump, those questions spiral into chilling conspiracies. On July 13, 2024, Donald Trump survived an assassination attempt while speaking at an open-air campaign rally near Butler, Pennsylvania. One of the most widespread theories claims the attempt was never real, that it was staged from the very beginning. People say the shooting was orchestrated to create the perfect narrative. Trump, as the ultimate survivor, a man who lived through death itself, rallying his supporters even stronger than before. Skeptics point to his calm demeanor after the incident. The way campaign ads and fundraising emails rolled out almost instantly, as if they were prepared in advance. Some even insist the blood on his face looked staged. Makeup, not injury. Do you think Donald Trump would have won the election if the assassination attempt never occurred? Another chilling conspiracy claims the attempt wasn't random at all, but a carefully planned political hit. According to this theory, powerful figures, possibly even within the government, wanted Trump gone. Some point the finger at his rivals, suggesting that eliminating him would clear the path for an election victory. Whispers online call it the inside job theory. They believe security failures weren't failures at all, but deliberate openings. That someone, somewhere, ordered the trigger to be pulled. It's the kind of theory that feeds into America's deepest fears, that democracy isn't about votes, but about who lives and who doesn't. The third theory dives into the shadows of the so-called deep state. This one suggests the Secret Service, the very people sworn to protect Trump, let it happen. That they stood back, allowing the assassin to get close enough. Conspiracy theorists point out the delayed response times, the gaps in security, and ask, were those mistakes or were they intentional? Was the system built to fail that day? If true, it wouldn't just mean corruption, it would mean the very heart of America's security is compromised, protecting only the illusion of safety while hiding a darker truth. These are just theories, unproven, unverified, but whispered loudly in the aftermath of chaos. And sometimes the scariest part is realizing how many people believe the story is darker than we're being told. Charlie Kirk's event was described by witnesses as open-air, crowd-friendly, and minimal security. No metal detectors, no bag checks, uniformed officers few in number for an event drawing thousands. With someone as public and controversial as Kirk, many observers say the obvious gaps were huge. Something as simple as checking rooftops, controlling entry points, or scanning for high-firing positions were ignored. In the moments before the fatal shot, video shows a man in a white shirt and white cap, standing behind to the right of Kirk. He adjusts his cap and then pulls on his ear, making gestures some say resemble signals. Immediately after, Charlie Kirk is shot in the neck. Online sleuths watch frame by frame. Are these just nervous tics? Or were they communications across the crowd? No official source has confirmed any of this. But when you combine the weak barrier measures and no rooftop checks, it starts to feel less like a coincidence. This is where the theory darkens. Some people propose that Charlie Kirk was wearing a bulletproof vest, that the shooter aimed at his chest, but the bullet hit the armor or padded protection, ricocheting off and instead struck his neck. In this vision, the assassination wasn't fully successful by plan. It was a controlled strike designed to look fatal, but not to kill Kirk, but instead give him what people call his Trump moment. The implications, if true, there had to be awareness by the shooter of the vest. Maybe someone in security knew the plan accordingly. Maybe the role of guards or private security was not just passive but complicit, allowing shooting angles, failing to warn, or staging a failed first hit. But as with all conspiracies, cracks appear when you search for proof. Thus far, no credible evidence confirms Kirk wearing armor. No verified medical or forensic reports mention vest trauma. Every reputable report places the bullet as having come directly to the neck from the rooftop. There is no mention of the bullet bouncing off his torso. And those signals behind him, unproven. Videos are grainy. Gestures could be coincidence. Security team behavior might simply be negligence. So, was Charlie Kirk's death the result of a botched job, or of international protection designed to shape the narrative? We don't know. What is clear, gaps in security were real. Observers agree on that much. But the dressing of the theory, the vest, the inside role, the failed hit, remains whispers, not confirmed facts.